Hello, and welcome to another episode of Stoicism, Squats, and Stretching. My commitment is so strong that I didn't manage to really make a video before it got past midnight because I had such a long work day and a long commute and a lot of other things going on, and also I in general had a bad day. I needed to vent my thoughts on my own, but I am gonna share a little bit of it in this video. I don't like to whine and complain, but it will be a little bit of whining and complaining because Stoicism has to do with personal development, and then I have to look into my best sides and also my dark sides. And I realized that my dark side is deeper than I imagined. Sounds terrible, right? But there was a quote that I saw in a Stoic group that made me laugh, but at the same time, I thought very honestly about this and about my life in general, because there was okay. Let me look at the. My daily routine is very simple. I wake up and suffer. And then there was someone commenting on that group that said, Stoics don't suffer. And I was like, I don't consider myself a Stoic, and I have very good reason not to. But the Stoic is my ideal self, basically. So I said, yes, they do. They just accept the suffering because uh, um, suffering is a part of life. It's natural. We all suffer in some way or another. Some suffer more than others. And then I realized I suffer every day. There are many things in life I'm not really pleased with. And I'm not pleased with myself. I'm not pleased with what I have made of myself and what my life has become. Um, it has become better, but I wish I knew what I knew a lot earlier. But as a true Stoic, I say the past is beyond my control. The present is all you have. And it helps me to let go of that thing that haunts me every day, that I'm a failure, that I'm a terrible excuse of a human being, and that I'm unsuccessful in life. Yes, I am. I am unsuccessful in life. I suffer every day. I don't even like myself that much always. But then the stoicism helps me to get out of it because it helps me see I'm just a part of the universe being conscious of itself. It's a blessing, and I'm grateful for little moments of enjoyment that I have because I don't have much of a social life. I don't have much going on in my life except that I go to work and I go home and I work out and I play some piano, and that's all. It's like the same routine all the time. But I don't mind because I'm grateful. I'm not good at piano, but when I learn something new, I feel happy about it. Or if I figure out something by ear, I hear some music and I'm like, this is an E major, and I'm right. I'm like, yes! I'm grateful for a little cup of tea. I'm grateful for a nice walk while listening to Bach. I see beautiful flowers out and about. I don't even need the company of anybody else because I can enjoy so many things while being lonely. And after a long day of work, one of the best parts of the day for me, I don't even care about censoring myself anymore. And people might judge me for saying this as an addict or whatever, but I don't care. One of the biggest high points of my day is that I can relax, listen to Bach, and smoke a joint. I am very grateful for it, and I hope no one will ever take that away from me because that is like my evening meditation. And now I will be grateful for another thing. One thing that's within my control, that I pursue fitness no matter what, so my body can be as beautiful and strong as possible. So that's why I'm gonna do some squats. Then I can reward myself with the joint. Anyway, uh, I was listening to Satie on my way home. It's very relaxing piano music. I'm working out at night, so energetic violin concertos doesn't feel right now, even though Bach and Vivaldi has some violin concertos full of energy, full of life. I'm like either going with relaxing piano music or classical guitar, but this time it's piano music. It's Satie. It's like a French pianist and composer from the Romantic era, like Debussy's time. Debussy is also great. Can't get enough of Debussy. Debussy is the best. I can't stop thinking about Debussy. All I can think about is Debussy sometimes. So, but right now, I will give the torch to his to his colleague Erik Satie. Yes, this one is nice. Okay, let's do some squats then. Okay. Okay. Wrong. It's so late. There you go. Because this is not very heavy weight. It's 50 kilos. 50 kilos is the same weight as a skinny person. So. That was 10 reps. That was so easy. I can do more. 20. It's not really heavyweight, but I need to be careful with my knees. When I do higher rep with light weight, it's actually worse than doing lower reps with higher weight. So I have to be careful. So actually, when I'm at the gym, I put on more weight and do fewer reps. So I guess the amount of reps kind of wears out the knees in some way. I don't know the exact physics of it, but I feel it. Okay, go. Since I started so late, I'm going to allow myself to do something entirely, totally blasphemous. But I won't allow myself to do it again. So I will have to make sure that I make it and start working out before so late. Because right now, I want to skip calf training. I just want to stretch, read my Stoic quote, and be done. So I can smoke my joint and go to sleep. Most honest video ever. Whew! But you know, everyone carries their own personal demons. Wherever I explored mine, I was just the tip of the iceberg. So I pursue stoicism in order to become a person that I deem as a good person. Because I don't see myself as a good person. Not at all. That has nothing to do with the joint. Because I think that's God's gift to humanity. And the Rastas, they do agree. Freaking love the Rastas. They're awesome. Anyway. So. Now I can take off those really warm knee protectors, but at least I went for a lot more reps without any pain. So, yeah, good. Means progress. And I have a very good butt, if I dare say so. So you see, no matter how shitty my day is, how shitty I may feel, I find happiness within it. I find moments where I feel good. Sorry about not looking into the camera, but I was just studying my legs because I see the image on the screen. Anyway, time to stretch. Time to put the camera down a little bit. Oh, that was a messy camera angle. Let's get the PlayStation controller out of the way. On the floor. That's what's good about Satie. It's like, it's great background music. It's the typical thing that people say about classical music. Oh, it's so relaxing. It's nice, relaxing background music. Well, try saying that while putting on an epic Beethoven symphony. Or like a really forceful Vivaldi violin concerto. You can't. So different music for different moods. Now I just gotta find my book. The Daily Stoic. Where is it? Oh, this one I really like. It sounds like Mozart's uh, D minor Fantasia in D minor, but that's just because it's like an arpeggiated D minor chord. Because I can hear stuff like that. And that is one of the things that make me happy throughout the day. Even though, yes, it's very true, I suffer every day. But there are always things along the way that give me happiness. Just seeing a beautiful flower or listening to beautiful music gives me a feeling of appreciation for being alive. Life is not really meant to be enjoyed because life is a result of nature, evolution, function. But there's so much beauty in life. There's so many beautiful life forms like animals, plants, trees. And think of all the wonders of nature, like the stars, the planets, the universe. There's so many things to be fascinated about. So I'm like, no matter how much suffering life has to offer, all that beauty is all around us all the time. Be aware of it. And then you will always have a good day, no matter how much you may suffer throughout the day. We all suffer. Suffering is a part of it all. It's like if you have pleasure in life, you also have suffering. It's like when you have night, you have day. I don't think I even need to quote the Stoic quote for the day. I've been quoting stoicism or maybe even like Taoism or various philosophies. But here's the thing. In both Zen and Stoicism, we find a way towards the same goals. Because philosophy is meant to enrich our lives, is to make the poor man feel rich and realize that the rich man may not be so rich after all. Because if all you have is money, you have no real wealth. Real wealth is knowledge, skill, definitely, and the ability to enjoy life. Gratefulness, you know, to be grateful for things and to be able to see the beauty in the world. That is true wealth. And of course, I find knowledge to be wealth. I find those pianists who can play that type of music to be incredibly wealthy. Not because they might be wealthy because of their music, because they live off of it, but just to be able to do that. I could be a homeless person and be able to play all that wonderful music, and I will feel infinitely wealthy. You know, I could play all of Debussy's best works and all that. I feel underwhelmed by my piano ability. I'm terrible at the piano. I know some skills here and there. I can even impress myself with the Moonlight Sonata first movement when when I have a really good day and I play well. Yes, I can impress myself. I can move my own emotions. So that means here comes the gratefulness part again. Yeah, I might be bad at the piano, but I might not be so bad after all. And that is something I can be grateful about. Or else I wouldn't even dare to have a few piano videos on my YouTube channel. Even though some of them are so terrible that I can't listen to them again. But I still haven't removed them because there are some people who've left some positive comments there. I'm like, if someone got anything positive out of it, why not just leave the video there? That's why I have some incredibly terrible piano videos on my YouTube channel that I haven't removed. Even my Moonlight Sonata by the Candelabra, there's a couple of parts there I'm not entirely pleased with. where the rhythm was a bit off or what have you. But you know, it's progress and growth is what should make me happy about playing the piano. Not that I can play like a god, because I will never. I started as an adult. I can never become the next Beethoven or Chopin, no matter how much I want it. But I can play some of their works and be happy about it. And that concludes my video. And stay buff and have a good night.